This ain't Camp Crystal Lake. We have fun here. Hey everyone, welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It's time for the Monday night. Wait, it's not Monday night. It's Wednesday night. It's making up for Monday night. Fireside chat. And tonight's topic is what's on your mind. We got several things to cover, but mainly it's going to be open to you, the side chat, to drive it. I got a couple ideas, but I want you guys to drive it. So let me say hello to everybody that's out there in the side chat. First one in was Walt Rogers, and then Wayne the Ungrateful Peasant, Kaylin Strain, then CB at Hugo Homestead, then Soldiers Girl Prepping, and chat back and forth there. And let's see, Howie's in the house, Food Forest Permaculture. Mary Beth Smith is here. And Q is in the house. Q's having trouble with her daughter. Alrighty, so let me bring us to me. Hey! So, as soon as I get going, we're going to be asking you what's on your mind. First thing I want to touch on, though, you can tell I'm out of whack here, not popping myself up right there for talking to everybody. Yeah. So if you didn't catch any of those little shorts and stuff I put out, on the front walkway, we had 10.5 inches. I haven't put a video on the back one. I'm going to do it tomorrow, but I've already measured it. I got 16 inches on the back side on the drift up against the IBC totes I have, trying to protect the back door. Otherwise, the back door would have been caked in. And out in the driveway, there was a spot in the driveway had about that much snow on it. There was another one that had 18 inches in the driveway. This is just on that big flat driveway. The snow was doing weird things with the wind. My daughter, it was backed up against their door. They had fun getting out of their house this morning and yesterday morning. But it was they had 2 snow days. Yesterday, because it was still snowing when they were supposed to send the school buses out, and it was already bad. And then this morning it's out. We haven't gotten all the snow cleared out of the parking lot on the student furrows, or and around some of the doors and stuff. So they're still clearing snow away from the school. So she's it's 50-50 whether or not they'll be having snow. Having a school day tomorrow. And so welcome to February 15th. It is Wednesday. And so let me get on to some of the stuff here. Bounce back over here. Make me smile. There I go. And so the weight loss challenge. What are the numbers on the weight loss challenge? Okay, so let me get myself up here. Not sure what happened there. Oh, that's why, because I wasn't going to be doing anything else there, so I can drop that down. And wrong one, wrong spreadsheet, wrong file. There we go. All right, so starting numbers for the collective was 1,404 pounds. And the starting number for Ungrateful Losers was 1,181. With the report, for the first reported weigh-in into it, right now the collective is ahead by 3 pounds. They've lost 3 more pounds than the Ungrateful Losers have. So they're at 1,382, and the Ungrateful Losers are at 1162. So, yeah. And so that's where we're at now. Hey, Kirby the Beagle, how's it going? And who else snuck in here? That was it. Okay. All righty. So So what's up with you people? Right now, let's see, my weather here, let me refresh you, get the current weather temperature. Oh, it's 5 degrees outside. Hey, Joe, it's Garden State Gardener. Guys, if you haven't registered for the Wheel of Seeds for February, you can still go back and find that registration video. Get in there on it. Joe's giving away seeds every day. Woohoo! Alrighty, and what else we got here? So right now it's 5 degrees or minus 15 centigrade. We're looking at the low tonight is supposed to be 0 degrees with a wind chill at minus 10. Tomorrow, Thursday, starting off with patchy freezing fog, then mostly sunny after 11 a.m. The high tomorrow is 23. Wind chill values tomorrow is as low as minus 8 because they got some good winds blowing, east wind, a wind coming from the east. So that's what's going on tomorrow. It's coming down out of the Grand Tetons at us, so it's going to be a bit chilly tomorrow. I did screw up today. I was out there tinkering on my tractor, got it running, backed it out of the garage, and forgot to turn on the camera. I spent 2.5 hours out there moving snow out of my driveway, moving that pile I have next to the driveway farther away because, it was just too much to put in the space I had left. I had to, move it all. Then I went across the street and cleaned out my daughter's driveway. Then I started cleaning the street from my driveway west towards the curve and pushed what a guy had done on the snowplow. I pushed that back a couple feet for most of it, and then we got down on the curve. I pushed it back about 8 feet because we go around the corner, it kind of trailed behind him. It's a follow behind plow, and it was kind of narrow there, so I pushed that all the way back and scraped it off good, just in time for one of the illegal snowmobiles come buzzing down the street and on the nice cleaned asphalt. And he goes, "What are you cleaning up?" I goes, "Why are you violating the law driving on the street? It's against the law to drive your snowmobile on the city street." And he goes, "Well, who are you?" And I pointed to my hat. "I'm a federal agent." And he goes, "Oh," and he, gone. Yeah, I fell down laughing almost. Kaylin says about to get snow, maybe by the time this end lies. Ooh, 8 inches, but somehow we'll get more than central. Okay. Yeah, well, this snow was supposed to be less than 1 inch Tuesday night. Monday night. Tuesday was supposed to be 1 to 3 inches. And like I say, saw some of my things. I measured 10.5 inches out on the front walkway. And I've measured 14, 16 inches in the back, depending on which part of the drift I measured it on. And there was some stuff well over 12 inches in some, for most of the driveway. And some of it was upwards of 16 inches out there. Because I had to push piles and then get myself a path off the driveway to the field, and then start bucketing it over there. That's why it took me 2.5 hours to clearing it off. Hey, tell him he's going to call an A10 Warthog in on him, just like they did over there in on Saddam's retreating forces. Hey, all the things acres. Hey, Doris, how's it going? And anybody else sneaky in here? I missed. Okay. So Today, after I got all the snow plowing done, I took over the 4 lettuces I had going for my daughter, took them over to her, and the Baker's Creek Spoon cherry tomato over to her. And so she's going to go up to Sam's Club on Friday when she takes the kids up to their therapy, and she's going to grab some of that Members Mark potting soil mix, which is really nice because there's no added chemicals in it, no artificial fertilizers and all other crap like that. Miracle Grow steroid stuff for plants. Good questions. Who forgot to hit the thumbs up? We got we got 13 watching, 14 thumbs up. Okay, somebody hit it and took off. Or they hit it earlier and never came back. Hey, Barry, how's it going? Hey, Grammy Karen. I've been noticing that a lot. I did not get Courtney's notification on either of my channels that she was going live. Of course, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. And I came in and I checked and went back out and did some more work on the tractor. Came in, no notifications. Oh, maybe she's not going live tonight. But she did, and I missed it. That's the third one now I've missed. The last 2 weeks I was over across the street babysitting. Let's see here. Yes, I missed Courtney's live. Steve, how's it going? And if you're not a member of Corsair Trainers, he's putting out some real cool members only videos. I had a really good one today. Really use your brain one. So yeah, he has just some plain good old videos. If you're not even subscribed to him, go subscribe to him and check him out. And of course, Kaylin every Sunday does the MRE reviews. And Soldiers Girls Prepper has been putting out some videos. Has some more coming out here. Okay, we got a joke in the side chat here. Okay, so, all right. What does the Army, Navy, and Coast Guard say to the Marines? All right, Soldiers Girl, what's the answer? What do they say? Oh, eat them, they're crayons. Oh. Yeah. All right. Okay, so as many of you know, my wife was a staff sergeant in the Army, 91st Division. My one nephew was artillery in the Marine. Another nephew was Air Force fighter pilot, still is. My nephew, my cousin's son, did 25 years as a TAR in the Navy. TAR is a temporary active reserve. He was activated for the entire 25 years, but he was assigned to a reserve unit, so he only had to go on ship when the unit was on ship. He worked on the F-14s and the F-18s. Hey, where to begin, Homestead? And so none of my relatives were in the Coast Guard. My aunt, my dad's sister, was a BAM. She said she was a BAM. This is what she said. She said she was a broad-ass Marine. My uncle was in the Army, stationed over in Germany. My aunt, the BAM's son, was in the Army, also stationed in Germany. And so most of them have told me this joke one way or another. So I'm going to tell a joke here. Steve, no bad thoughts intended. What does the United States Air Force call a helicopter? Answer, a helicopter. What does the Army call a helicopter? Answer, a chopper. What does the Navy call a helicopter? A helo. What do the Marines call a helicopter? Ooh, 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 ride, ride. Yeah. Before I met my wife, I was dating the accountant. I made another accountant for the construction company my brother and I were working for. And she was a staff sergeant in the Air Force Reserve, stationed up at Travis Air Force Base there in California. Hey, like I said, it came from all my family members, most notably my nephew, who was the Navy guy. Hey, Steve, come on. Type in some jokes about the puddle jumpers and the others. That's what my nephew also called the Coast Guard. He called them puddle jumpers or puddle patrol. So, anyways, okay, what do we got here? Into the bay, Air Force allowed. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to send this out to Bob. All right, hang on a second here. Let me fire this out to. Actually, let me just take this one here. Forward to Bob. Boom. Send. Bob may be coming in here. Yes. All right. Let me fire it back up here real quick. The weight loss challenge information. Basically, the collective lost 22 pounds, and the ungrateful losers lost 19 pounds. So the collective is ahead by 3 pounds. Okay. One of my good friends growing up, Danny McMillan, his older sister married my cousin, James Ludenslager. His younger sister married my brother. So I guess he's sort of an outlaw, but he was airborne as well. Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Duncan 1900 is in the house. Well, after last night, I was out there, trying to getting to the shop. Took me about a half an hour shoveling the 30 feet to get to the shop because it was so friggin' deep out. And the snow was a wet, heavy snow on the north side of the house. On the south side, it was a light, fluffy snow. Figure that one out, But yeah, so last night I probably lost a few more pounds. So if I weigh again, I may be down a couple more pounds here. Plus, I didn't eat breakfast until 2:30 this afternoon because I went right out and started working with the on the tractor and carrying some wood in and doing all snow plowing for hours and hours and cleaning the street because the maintenance guy wasn't around he only works for the city part-time, wasn't around to plow it on Tuesday when it was snowing. But fortunately, most of the stuff that landed on the street stayed light and fluffy, and he was able to get most of it off. And then I got pretty much the rest of it off in front between my house and my daughter's house. So anybody goes zipping by on their snowmobiles is going to hit pavement and go on the pavement. Hey, Guardian Outdoors, how's it going? Did I miss someone else up there? Okay. No, I don't need a sled and a dog team. What I really need is that 75 horsepower track loader with the 8-foot wide snow pusher on it. That way I can just roll up the door on the shop, come out with it, and just clear off the driveway like that, and then make a couple passes up and down the street in about 10 minutes and have it scrape down to the asphalt. Hey, Gunslinger, yeah, I got Tuesday or Monday night, I actually got a couple good night. I got a good night's sleep there, and then last night got a good night's sleep. And Sunday night, my mind was going at warp 7 with all sorts of different things, and I even took some of the begins with an M to help you sleep. Mel something or other, and then I took one, waited a couple hours, took the second one, didn't help. Took a couple of Benadryl, that usually Benadryl on top of the whatever it is that begins with an M. Usually melatonin. That's it. Usually knocks my butt out, and it didn't. And so my mind was just in high gear. So that's what happened Monday night, And so I wound up coming back here on the computer, worked on my novel for a little bit, did a couple other things, and tried going back to bed, nodded off for about 10 minutes, woke back up again. Oh, I got to take care of this. And things just bugging me. All righty. Yeah, it's great feeling much better here now. Oh, yeah. Just checking the side chat here. Yeah, just in time for snow removal. Yeah, I got up and I put out those several of those little shorts and stuff on Tuesday, and I was gonna go. Okay, it looks like it's gonna stop snowing. So I went, got my boots on and everything, got my jacket opened up, and it's coming down. It's crap. Closed the door, took the jacket off and stuff, and stuck my head out. Took a couple of I took a video in the morning. Then it wasn't until the late afternoon when I measured the 10.5 inches on the front walkway there. I got that. Soon as I got that scraped off, I froze. Soon as I got this front walkway scraped off, measured it did the video measuring it, it started snowing. Every time I went out the back door, about 3 or 4 times, I cleaned out off the back porch and the next step down, which is the patio, cleaned that off and shoveled it all the way over to the side of where I throw it up on the snowbank. Hour later again, more snow on it. Nah, it was all thoughts of since Feinstein's not running. Was it Feinstein? Yeah, Feinstein's not running. All her tear jerkers are fleeing California to try to turn Idaho into another communist state. That was what was bugging me. Part of what was bugging me. Yeah, but I have a new lettuce sprouted. I planted germinated seed. I put like 3 seeds in there. 2 of them germinated. I stuck them in the thing because one when I was trying to pull it out of the it already rooted through the paper towel. Worked it out. Planted both those. Nothing. So there was one more seed in it that hadn't sprouted. So and I put a little potting soil and got it wet, like made a little mud pie, stuck it in there, and it sprouted. I let it get about that tall before I pulled it out of there and planted it. That one's doing fine. That's called a salad bowl lettuce head, and so that one will be good too. So, but yeah, so I'm working on my indoor garden and trying to get stuff ready on it. My probably this weekend I'm going to have to raise the 5 lights above the trays of the lettuce. It's getting about that point, so I need to raise it up there. But interesting thing was with the temperatures today, I stoked up the wood burning stove before I went out, and it really wasn't that cold out there. You know, I was out there for at least 2.5, maybe 3 hours, driving the tractor around. And so, my hands weren't that cold. My knees were getting a little cold, but my feet were well insulated with the wool socks and everything. And came back in the house and go, man, it's hot in here. Don't know how it happened. The last several days I've been trying to get it warm in here. And the back porch was at 79. The kitchen was at 81, and over by the wood burning stove was 92. And the logs I put in there, I didn't put that much in there, but the logs and stuff that were in there were still going. I mean, they were only about halfway burnt down after 3 hours. I'm like, dang, they felt heavy when I put them in there. So they must have been some hard wood in the mix that did that. Yeah. Okay, everyone's talking stuff. Yeah, so those stands, those fans I put on there. Interesting thing is that when there's a good flame going down below, the 2 up on the pipe are blowing. But when it's down to just the hot coals, either they slow way down or they stop. And the ones on the top plate where I got the pot of water that are sitting there, those go full tilt. And Gunslinger, I picked up another fan today, one of those ones that sit down. Then I'm going to take my hacksaw and notch the back like you did on yours, so I can put it on my Mr. Heater Buddy in here. Yeah. I'm not sure what sort of wood grows around here normally that does that. But the one piece I put in there was a big old friggin' hard. Yeah, because when they tried splitting it, it's how it breaks weird when it's around a really hard knot that it can't go through. And so it was a real hard knot in there, and that lasted 5 hours. But yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah, generally what I do in here, I keep the one in here on low for about an hour and a half to 2 hours first thing in the morning, because this room is opposite end of the house from the wood burning stove. So when I get in here, sometimes it's down in the 50s. So I'll turn that on and I'll run it till it gets to about 69, 71 or so in here. And then I'll turn it off. And then by then, there's some heat starting from, because then I've already restoked the wood stove, and there's heat coming down the hallway from the fans, the little fans I got mounted up for that. So yeah, and I had the fan going on for the last several days, blowing air from the laundry room down underneath the house into the crawl space. So the crawl space is probably upwards of 65 right now. You know, we used to get come on, where'd it go? There it is. We never got any hickory or anything, but we had oak, tan oak, white walnut, and black walnut. And we got all that from the same place, the place that had walnut orchards. And as they expanded, they were taking out the oak trees, and they'd prune them all back and stuff, and then pick all the limbs off of them, and the main trunk they'd sell it to woodworkers. You know, someone making like oak tables and stuff like that. And so we get all these oak trimmings and stuff on there, but the oak and the tan oak were good. The white walnut or English walnut is it was like a white pine. But the black walnut, holy moly, put one of those on the fire, it's hot and it burns forever, almost as good as the eucalyptus trees that have cured for a couple of years. Those things weigh a ton. Pick a piece of eucalyptus, man, it's like, oh geez, and it's a small log, and it's like, it weighs 50 pounds. You put it on the fire and you put one on the coals, and it's good all night long and most of the next day. Yeah, when I get it all done, when I get it all notched and everything measured and get the so I'm going to cut in with a my hacksaw, and then I'll drill a hole for it to notch in there. And when I get that all done, then I'll do a video on it. Hey, Wendy, how's it going? Hey, Wendy, at least you don't have to worry about Firewatch right now. Yeah, I've heard that about locust, that it really, puts out some, that it can put out some soot. No, there's no eucalyptus trees here. It's too cold for them. Yes, no Firewatch. Yeah, good. Oh, advice for the train spill in Ohio. Okay, so let me see if I can find this real quick. There was something here on Facebook. Bring it over here to this side over here. Oh, my neighbor across the street posted a thing on Facebook. Don't mind us. We're just burning 300 gallons of jet fuel to de-ice this clean energy wind turbine. That's one of the things. Okay. Oh, let me show this one here. Well, this is how the season's all right. Right now, we're in full spring because it warmed up again now. It's a nice warm today. And actually, they're missing it because there was before that was false winter, Indian summer, fall. You know, there's a couple other ones. It goes back and forth, especially this year. But yeah, so we won't have actual spring till we get done with mud season here. Okay, where was it? Let's see if I can find that other one here real quick here. So I've seen it several times, and of course, where was that one? There was a map here. See if I can find it real quick. I'm not sure. Several people have posted it. I'm trying to find it real quick here of the river system. And it's, you know, I almost saved it before I went live, and I should have. It's not shown because I looked at it. No one reposted it. But it shows them. It's a map of the United States, and it shows the like the Ohio Valley River, whatever, you know, area in one color, and all the different rivers feeding the Mississippi River and their things. And it shows the Ohio, where the Ohio River goes down, and once it hits the Mississippi, all the area that it's polluting. Whoa. Ouch. Not good. Okay. So Steve thought it was a truck crash. Wendy says she heard about a derailment in Arizona as well. Oh yeah, I watched several things on that. It's like, oh my god, it was just bad. It's the worst. I think it's the worst ecological train disaster ever for the United States. Yeah. Okay, all right, Steve, I want you to start it going, oh, all these train derailments, all these chemical spills, they're trying to poison us. Go ahead and start that one. Mail shooting in Texas, truck crash in Blackhawk. Now, another train derailment, another state, so 3. Yeah. Hey, Steve, is that a natural gas line or a gasoline distribution line? Hey, Glenn, how's it going? Yeah, I could just see him pulling something with natural gas lines. Saying, oh, we got to get rid of these natural gas lines. They're leaking all over the place and causing problems. Friggin' idiots. Gasoline line, if you read it right. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Where was that? In between the, that's probably a Kinder Morgan pipeline. Those idiots have the worst maintenance of any line out there, and they don't even have their lines marked properly. Ooh. Yeah, great. Oh, here's a point for you guys dealing with sulfuric acid cloud releases. And I froze. The refinery, the Chevron refinery in Richmond, California, up there in the Bay Area, has refrigerators all over the place stocked full of bottled, not canned, bottled Coca-Cola. And for some reason, I'm not sure why it works. Whenever they have a release, and if anybody gets a whiff of it, they're supposed to go crack one of those suckers open and chug it fast. And then, it's for some reason, whatever's in it helps get stuff out of them. I don't know. All I know, that's what they do. So if you live near a refinery or something, a refinery or a chemical plant that deals with sulfuric acid, get a couple bottles of the real Coca-Cola, and not cans, glass bottles, the glass bottles, and keep it. Yeah. Let's see. For those that missed last night's live on Gray Man Prepping, we had a good discussion there covering the prepping for family members with disabilities or special needs. So, yeah. So if you missed that and you have a member in your family that has special needs, you might want to go check it out. All right. All right, Wendy. Keep an eye out. Let's see here. And so basically Monday evenings, unless I get some topics submitted to me, we're just going to, I'm trying, try to send it out to more people to have up here, and we'll just have an open panel discussion on whatever you guys want to talk about. Oh, Steve, I liked your harvest video. Yeah, Steve is harvesting stuff from his garden. Hey, C103. All right. Let's see. So tomorrow night at 11:55 p.m. Eastern, 5 minutes before midnight, it'll be the Midnight Ride on Gray Man Prepping. Friday here on Camppatton Family Compound, we're going to be talking about what is your favorite versus your most used garden tool. So think about it. And let's see. Next Monday is going to be an open chat. What's on your mind? Next Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping, Steve's going to love this one. We're going to be talking about the Metro Prepper. Kaylin only owns two, her favorite and her most used. I mean, this year I have learned a lot. If we get a unusually heavy snow, definitely this summer going to be getting this summer getting a cover, a metal roof cover put over the entire patio we added on the backyard, and on the back patio there and everything, and it's not going to attach to the house. So like if this is the roof from the house coming down like this, it's going to sit up here about a foot above it and over it by about a foot, 9 inches a foot, past it. That way, you'll still have air venting through there and stuff. You won't have it won't contribute to any water dam, ice dams, or anything like that. But it'll keep 80% of the snow totally off um, the patio, so I won't have to be shoveling, but very little to walk on over to the shop. Brain dead here, unless you count my pause. And I froze. But yeah. So if anybody has any topics, gardening topics specifically they want to be addressed here, send me an email. It's in the very bottom of the description is the email address here. Let's see. There are some Army and Navy folks who might identify with that comment. I'm not sure if it's my comment or Soldier Girl's comment. Steve, need help. LOL. Oh no, Wayne. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be planning much new stuff outside this year. I'm gonna be relocating the IBC tote raised planter beds. And I'm going to be prepping the big garden area just off the back patio there. I will be planting cover crop. And, your Metro comment. Steve, I thought it would be more along the lines of the Air Force. I got to go golfing. Oh, this is so hard. And like Bob used to say, oh, stop throwing those champagne corks at me. They hurt. If it ever quits raining. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of a lot of stuff I wanted to plant, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to be planting the cover crop. I'm going to set some sprinklers on timer to water it while I'm making my mini trips back to the great bastion of the great nuisance and moving some more stuff up here that the wife wants me to get out of California. All right. And for those that can't tell, the channel members are the ones that have those little funky emojis after them. If they're blue and have a wrench, there's one of those little emojis after it. Like, of course, their trainer has the hot dog. Mary Smith has the campfire, and Grateful Peasant has the channel icon, which is this here. And Kaylin Strain has the marshmallow on a stick. All right. Who was doing it? Who was someone was asking me about best ideas. They're moving from, they're going to be on an Army base. Dang, it's in one of my down here. Hang on. That would have been Juju B. She's heading from New York down to where is it here? Where was it here? Hang on. Fort Belvoir, Belvoir, down south. Yeah, she says, so it's on base housing. They have a rule. All installed gardens must be pre-approved. Army base. When I called, no one knows any parameters. So how does one plan? Well, we talked about that, and so she's going to be using cow panels, but she's going to call them adjustable arches on the plan. All right, Steve, take care. So, my wife has an old arch thing that she'd got it before our wedding. So she had this arch set up down at her mom's place with all the plants and stuff on it. And that was right behind, the bishop that married us was standing right in front of it, and we were standing in front of him. So, but she has that out in her garden, and it's actually in the video of Chris's garden tour, part 1. And she plants pole beans up on it, so she has all the beans hanging out. She goes up and picks them and stuff. But it's amazing, when you're, when a live stream starts talking about gardening, how many people get phone calls. All right. Yeah. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be planting the cover crop out here, and then when it gets to a decent size, I'm probably going to get a couple more truckloads of dirt brought in. And so when the cover crop gets to be a certain height, then I'm going to go in there and I'm going to put like 6 inches of dirt over it and bring it up to its final level and plant more cover crop. That way the first cover crop is going to be buried and it's going to be decomposing with all that glorious nitrogen and all those minerals and stuff it brings up. And I'll plant another cover crop over that. And then this fall, late September, before it snows, I'll get the neighbor to come over here with their John Deere and the monster rotavator and drop it in and rototill down a foot and just rototill it all up for the winter. And I'll probably go ahead and sneak in a bunch of peas only to start off as a winter crop, and see if as some people around here claim, that if you start the peas at the right time there in late September, they'll get so big it'll snow on them, and come spring, all of a sudden they come back to life. They don't freeze off. So, yeah. All righty. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you, everybody that's participating in the weight loss challenge. Once again, the Q-lective is ahead by losing 3 more pounds than the Ungrateful Losers. And next Monday, we'll have the next update on it. And if anybody still wants to join, we'll just, put your weight going back for the last 2 weigh-ins. So it's as if you haven't lost anything at all. And you just, that way everything will figure in. All right. And if you are interested in getting on the weight loss challenge, email is down below. And, basically it's Camppatton, 2 P's, 2 T's, family compound, 1 big long word @gmail.com. All righty, folks. Work on planting your garden. See what else you can do. If you don't have a water bath canner, see about picking one up. If you do have a water bath canner, but you don't have a pressure canner, see about picking one of those up. Check estate sales, flea markets, garage sales, because a lot of people bought stuff and they're not using it, and they're going to have to dump it. You go to sell it, and you may be able to pick it up at a really good price. All right, so take care, and I will see you tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping at midnight for the midnight ride. That's midnight Eastern time. Take care.